miles per hour. It should warm up around 12 p.m. on up to 2 o'clock. It should be about 85 degrees outside. Rain, it might rain around 8 o'clock p.m. tonight, but it all depends. Fun fact on hurricanes. This article is about how hurricanes are formed. Hurricanes begin as tropical storms over the warm, moisture waters of the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans near the equator. Hurricanes over the Atlantic often begin near Africa, drift west on the trade wind, and veer north as they meet of the prevailing wind coming eastward across North America. Hurricanes over the eastern Pacific begin in the warm waters of the Central American and Mexican coast. Picture of a hurricane being formed. This article is interesting because I wanted to know how hurricanes were formed and how dangerous they were to people. I also wanted to find out how many people a hurricane can kill. The answer is, a hurricane can kill up to 1,863 people each year, and it leaves severe damage behind. And there's also, it's hurricane season in Florida. Right here, this is Florida. Hurricane season. And that's the weather. So big Latif.
This is Old Man Lima, and today in world news, a Brazilian TV host denies authorities for them blaming him on orchestrated murder of rival drug dealers. Wallace Soaranza, the state legislator and former TV host of the Canal Larvae, said that he was also a drug dealer. In truth, they went as far as creating drugs.
To the video.
In other news, I am Black Eyed Peas with Science and Tech. There have been a new breakthrough in robotics. They have made a new operating system so that the robots will be able to do anything from balancing on their own to kung fu routines. Robotics is at the stage where personal computing was about 30 years ago, says Chad Jenkins of Brown University in Providence, Rhode Island. This desire has its roots in frustration, says Brian Turkey of the robotics research firm Willow Garage in Menlo Park, California. People reinvent the wheel over and over, doing things that are not at all central to what they're trying to do. For example, if someone is studying object recognition, you want to design better object recognition algorithms, not write code to control the robot's wheels. In other news, they have found over 350 new species in the Himalayas. They have found the world's smallest deer, a flying frog, and a catfish that sticks to rocks. But researchers warn the effect of climate change as well as this desire has its roots in frustration, says Brian Gerke of Robot Creators Film Willow Garage in Menlo Park, California. People reinvent the wheel over and over and over, doing things that are not at all central to what they're trying to do. For example, if someone is studying object recognition, they want to design better object recognition algorithms, not write code to control the robot's wheels. In other news, they have found over 350 new species in the Himalayas. They have found the world's smallest deer, a flying frog, and a catfish that sticks to rocks. But researchers warn the effect of climate change as well as development threaten the diverse habitat that supports these species. The group found that almost 3/4 of discoveries between 1998 and 2008 were plants, including 21 new orchid species. But it also listed 16 amphibians, 16 reptiles, 14 fish, 2 birds, and 2 mammals, and at least 60 new invertebrates. Among the most exciting was the miniature deer, standing just 60 to 80 centimeters, 25 to 30 inches, tall and weighing 24 pounds. Scientists at first believed the animal found in northern Myanmar was a juvenile of another species, but DNA tests confirmed it was distinct. There will be close to 3,000 to 5,000 species that will be discovered if systematic study is done over the next 5 years. That's all with Science and Tech.
And it's time for sports. First, on the sports show, we have a few scouts out of the top 5 college teams. And they are Tim Tebow, quarterback for the Florida Gators. Then we have John Shipley as defensive end with the Texas Longhorns. Next we have Jermaine Gresham as the tight end for the Oklahoma Sooners. Then we have Trojans with the running back, Joe Knighton. Last but not least, we have the safety for Virginia Tech Hokies. We have the #1 champion, Cam Chow. And that's time. Now, to our skinny piece with another local news. Thanks for all.
Thanks, Mary. Speaking of football, Evans County authorities said a 14-year-old boy was seriously injured after struck by lightning during football practice in the rural city of Belleville. Fire Marshal Arnold says that eyewitnesses reported a loud boom and a cloud of dust when the lightning struck the field at Pinewood Christian Academy on Wednesday. A police person, Sheriff Ronald Tippins, says that he was brought to the hospital and he was in critical condition. And on Wednesday night, a hospital spokesman did not right away return the call Thursday seeking an update on his condition. And where is he now? I'm Skinny P with your local news.
We got